rails.
Thank you so
Keep
much.
going down.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
Good job, Alex.
Thank you.
There it is up there.
Thank you so much, Rip. Thank you. My little buddy. Hey, Clay. Here she comes. Oh my God.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think I'm already starting to cry. I would like to welcome all of you to this very special place, Casa de Luz, which translated means house of light, for the most significant moment in the lives of both the bride and the groom. I invite you to leave behind the worries and concerns of everyday life and join us in the celebration of their marriage. This is an opportunity for us to share not only in the joy of Jessica and Evan's love, but also to reaffirm and appreciate the love and friendship we share in our own lives. May we all celebrate by being fully present during our short time together this afternoon. Be with them on this joyous occasion of showing their love and making their vows, and be with us, their witnesses, that we might all be inspired by the blessings shared today. To begin, it is my understanding that the couple has some words they would like to exchange with each other. Evan, would you like to go first?
Sure. Got my words that I wrote coming right here. That's it. Thank you. Oh, this was Jess's. Thank you very much, Rip. Sorry, I lost my voice trying to get ready for this wedding. Family, friends, people who are special to us, thank you so much for joining us today to celebrate love and our coming together. Jess, my love. When I met you in engineering school over a decade ago, I very quickly realized that you're a brilliant and special woman. And you amaze me more and more the longer we're together. I love you, but it's not a love that I've ever felt before. It's an infinitely growing love. Like I said before we had ever even kissed, I have infinite love for you, for our child, for all of our future children, and for their future children. I'd like to read to you all something that I wrote on the morning of the day before our first kiss here at Casa de Luz. Well, the world is a different place. As of September 21st, or I guess it was after midnight, so I guess it was the 22nd, Jess and I were at her apartment holding hands, and all of a sudden, I felt like I was with her at multiple points in our timeline. I could see her and I holding hands on top of my roof as we watched a lunar eclipse together 10 years before. I could see us when we got married outside at Casa de Luz. I could see the future child or children, and I was just overwhelmed with love and gratitude for Jessica. I tried to tell her and put it into words, but there really is no way I could put those feelings into words. So later that day, I knew we were approaching the point in space-time where it was time for Jessica and I to have our first kiss. I could feel it. I met with my mom, Mona, and Jessica here at Casa for a nice lunch. We had a wonderful lunch together. And as we finished, I asked Jessica if we could go outside and speak before she went to her dance class that she was late for.
Of course.
We stepped outside and had another earth-shaking, life-changing moment in time. I felt like I was waiting for this moment, like it was exactly the right moment and place in time that Jessica and I were together and we're supposed to have our first kiss. I also felt that it was the right moment of time because previously it almost felt like it was our time to be together, but we were ahead of time back 10 years ago. We weren't ready yet. We weren't grown. We weren't grown to the point that we needed to really be able to appreciate each other. I'm so glad that we didn't get together hastily and that we waited for the right moment in time. And I'm so looking forward to all the future moments we have together. I'm forever grateful. I promise to cherish you and always lead with love. It's hard to read. I promise to be faithful and kind to you always. And looking to the future, I promise to care for you, our baby, our future children, and our future grandchildren. I want to end with our saying, our gratitude to each other and to all that we have. Thank you, universe. I love you, Jessica. Thank you, brother.
Jess, would you like to share some words you've prepared for Evan?
I would. I think there's more to it.
There's more to it.
Okay.
You know what? It was 7 pages. And I want to share that with you all. And right now I have to make the judgment call about how I'm going to do that. I'll take it. I have to tell you all of this. It's my wedding day. We can spend 7 minutes. I have to do it. How do you capture all your feelings and all these special moments and promises and a special message for this moment? I'll ask of you on my wedding day to just give me that time. I want to capture and express to you all, my family, my friends, my community, all of you, because you play a part in our lives, supporting us, collaborating with us, celebrating with us here. I want to talk about the most important thing on weddings, about weddings, and that's the gifts, right? The gifts. The first gift that I want to talk about is the gift of struggle. Have you felt the weight of the term life partner? Truly felt that concept, knowing that in this precious life, it's your responsibility to pick one person to be your partner through it. I felt it only one time, late at night, half dreaming, half awake, but when it hit me, it was dizzying. The room spun, and I literally felt like I was at the bottom of the earth, bearing the responsibility of sifting through the entire world to find my person. The gravity of this thought was too much to bear. Too much pressure and limited time. I knew I needed divine support and prayed daily that one day I would know with absolute certainty when I had found my person. But where to begin? I started looking for answers everywhere, but wasn't sure if I was waiting for an answer or if there even was one. Lesson 1, choosing your beliefs. I knew my person had to be out there. He was alive. He was doing something that day. It was probably something mundane or something fun or something on the keyboard. But he had been born. He was on this planet. And I let myself enjoy the curiosity about whatever he was doing in that same moment. I have learned well from my grandmother about the power of the mind, and also from her that writing is powerfully effective. Putting these two powers together, it's silly, but I addressed letters to my person, and I would leave them in places. I left them in a coffee shop in Brooklyn and Berkeley and wherever I traveled, expressing my curiosity and gratitude about what was to come, and eagerness about when the mystery would reveal itself. But the months went by, then years, then like 5 years. Lesson 2, patience. My friends, my family, my whole support system, you all know how I struggled, wrestling with the loneliness and impatience and doubt. I was looking for someone to fill a gap, an aching hole, someone to distract me from life's profound questions. I wanted someone to give me the artificial answers so that I didn't have to look anymore, didn't have to look at myself and ask these tough questions, didn't have to figure out the real answers because it was so difficult. I was looking for the wrong thing, and the universe knew. It made me sit in my struggle, my heart refusing to take an interest in anyone until I had nothing better to pour myself into, except for myself. Reluctantly, especially at first, I learned better emotional self-care. I'm just going to skip a little bit. I found joy in dance and healthy eating. I found my way to this incredible, incredible city and to my dream job, and then to the ultimate dream job. The temporary struggle that I was so resistant to taught me skills that will pay dividends for the rest of my life, and for that I am grateful. Thank you, universe. Through this phase of life, I sought comfort and guidance in the advice of an Austrian poet, Rilke, who writes in Letters to a Young Poet, "Be patient towards all that is unresolved in your heart, and try to love the questions themselves, like locked rooms and like books that are written in a very foreign tongue. Do not now seek the answers which cannot be given to you because you would not be able to live them. And the point is to live everything. Live the questions now, perhaps then, gradually, without even notice it, live along some distant day into the answer." During this waiting period, my most frequent evening meditation was a very specific visualization. I offered up my heart to divine intelligence. I asked that it be placed in the careful hands of the person most deserving of the love I have to give. East, west, north, south, I didn't know what direction to picture, but I saw it being lifted out of my chest, moved over, and lowered gently into the part of the person who would care for it best. Evan, my heart was divinely delivered to you. It's yours, and that makes me happy because not only are you deserving of it, but I know in your steady, loving hands, it will be cherished and cared for in a way that no one else can match. Thank you, universe. Next, I want to talk to you about another gift, the gift of peace. More specifically, peace that comes from knowing something with certainty. The weight of that life partner idea and the importance of that decision, combined with the self-doubt that shows up in all of us, caused anxiety. I used to hear all these romantic stories of couples coming together and meeting their future spouse and describing the feeling as, I just knew, all carefree and confident. This baffled me. I couldn't imagine myself ever feeling this way. How did these people get there? Where is the path to certainty? And how could I find it? Evan, I think about the way that we came together. It was so different and authentic and simple. I just wanted to spend more time with you. I wasn't looking for anything, no paths, no ulterior motives, not trying to force a particular outcome. Back in Gainesville, I just liked being around you. I always smiled when I heard your knock at my door, even though I knew it meant we had to buckle down and do some IEA homework. That class is the worst. You were always the last one to arrive at my dinner parties, but I remember feeling like they didn't really start until you showed up. I was always drawn to you, always happy and comfortable just to be in your presence. My subconscious clearly knew, but my conscious mind needed a few years, or more like a decade, to catch up. Here in Austin, again, I just wanted to hang out, to keep going to Barton Springs, and eating Casa, and batch cooking Japanese sweet potatoes on Sunday nights, and babysitting for your ex and her husband. We did that. It was really, really wonderful. Then I just wanted to watch The Office with you, and then I just wanted to sit closer, and then I wanted to put my head on your shoulder because it felt like the right thing to do, and then I had to put my head on your shoulder. I had no worries. I didn't care. Something was pushing me. After that episode ended and we had that special second conversation discussing our feelings, we decided that we should take advantage of the opportunity, both of us being single, and see what it would be like to be together. I was expecting to feel fear. My dear friend and I were about to enter into a whole new unpredictable dynamic that could jeopardize everything we had built over the past decade, but I didn't. Me, the anxious overanalyzer who worries about and questions everything, felt an inexplicable calm. I say that we decided, in quotes, to be together, because I honestly can't take credit for the decision. It wasn't a choice. From that moment forward, we were just together, free from fear, calm and certain. I had always dreamed of having my very own I just knew moment. I didn't know what it would feel like. When I try to distill the sensation into a word, it's relief, and I'm not happy about that, but it is. I'll never forget how I felt in that moment because the sensation was so clear. I held your hand, and the world fell into place. My heart could finally rest because it was safe with my Evan. When I envisioned my future partner, I didn't pray for any specific qualities necessarily. More than anything, I prayed that I would just know with certainty when I had found him, that I wouldn't be tempted to enter into marriage with the burden of doubt. I was very clear about what I wanted, the sensation of walking down an aisle with absolute confidence. And today, Evan, just a few moments ago, I was given that very special gift. Thank you, universe. Just one more, yes. Even as we entered into our romantic relationship, I knew this was it. I began drafting these vows that week, and that explains their length. I just wanted to enjoy the fact that I was still one of the last to know, right? Our family members, our friends, the ones who knew us back then, the ones who met us now, they all knew. I feel like I should ask for a show of hands or something, like who called it, who calls it, who called it, yep, lots of people, yep. I remember meeting Mona for the first time and I was excited because I had heard about her for over a decade. The incredible woman that makes Evan light up when he speaks about her. And with good reason. I remember thinking, thank goodness I get to have her in my life now. Shortly after meeting Mona, I met Galen, Evan's brother. One of his first questions when he popped out of bed, meets me for the first time, he says, "Hey Jessica, what's your last name?" To which I responded, "You mean right now? Pastor." I knew that would change. I knew that soon enough we would be sharing a last name, and it was only a matter of time. It was really exciting to meet Galen because, like Mona, I had heard a lot about him, because that's Evan's style. Back in undergrad, I distinctly remember Evan talking about Galen and his wife and the amazing relationship they have. Evan spoke of it with so much admiration. That's why it was so meaningful when one day Evan said to me, "I finally found my Elizabeth." Evan, with that statement, I heard your certainty. The first gift was my own, the second was yours, and the third is that we both see certainty in each other. Our hearts can rest peacefully together. What an incredible thing to share. Thank you, universe. Most of you all know what an Evan explanation is. It's kind of like this. You've probably experienced it. Clear, impassioned, thorough. Babe, I love them. I've always appreciated them. Let's be real, they got me through mechanical engineering undergrad. There's no one like you. You're so generous with your attention and time, always striving to help others understand. It's one of your most special qualities. That being said, I wondered what it would be like being in a relationship with you, being around you all the time. We had lots of experience with the friendship dynamic, but how does all that energy and intensity translate in a romantic relationship? I just didn't know. When Haley came to visit me a few years back, we had lunch with Evan at Casa, and after 3 hours of lively conversations, I walked back to the car and joked with Haley, and this is the exact quote, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." See, I couldn't be with him. 3 hours with the guy, and I need a nap. And forgive me, sweetie, because I didn't know. I didn't know how easy it would be, and how fun, and how full, and how wonderful every single day. Every single day. And there couldn't be a better test than quarantine when I'm literally around you all the time. Every day has been wonderful, and there is at least one moment, often many, when I am just in awe of you. I'm so glad that's the way I naturally feel, because that is what you deserve. That is what you deserve. You remember, I told you, Evan, sitting outside, right over there, another friendly Casa lunch, that you deserve to be with someone who's in awe of you. Watching you on that keyboard, listening to the way you contribute in work meetings and musical collaborations, the way you give your focus and attention to everything you do. It's incredible. Your inner strength and your wisdom. One time I asked Evan, "What do I do with all this love I have for you? How do I show you in a way that resonates how much I love you?" And his answer was, "Just give it back to yourself. Just take that love that you want to push to me so badly and give it back to yourself." Evan, you understand so clearly that a person's capacity for love is limited to their feelings of love for themselves. Can we all marvel at this man? I know most of you get it, especially the Hegarty family and those who work with Evan and maybe his bandmates. I feel a connection to you all because you guys get it. You guys get it. You recognize just how special this man and his mind are. And I have this joke called "Evan can do it better." And I'm forever adding to this theoretical list of things that Evan can do better. And sometimes I worry that Rip's gonna hire him to replace me at Plant Strong. Sweetheart, you are so capable and intelligent and quick to synthesize, diligent and creative. Oh my God, you can literally do anything. Being with such an incredible brain means that I have a responsibility. It's my job as your life partner to help you channel and direct all your potential, to ask about your goals so they stay top of mind, to help you focus and prioritize, to help ensure that you make time for music and all the things that are important to you, and to help you find your greatest sense of purpose and highest joy. All of it goes without saying that I will be right by your side every step, cheering you on the whole way. What an exciting, cool vantage point for me to get to see where you go and what you make with your time. My incredible Evan. Thank you, universe. The next feeling I want to talk to you about, the next gift, is the feeling of security. Do you know how it feels to physically feel someone's love for you? To not have a shred of doubt because You feel how you are cherished when they hold your hand or give you a hug. Evan, you don't even have to touch me. When I'm in your presence, I feel this buzz of warmth and love and care. I sense it radiating from you all the time, this Jessica love force field. It's palpable. Do you know how special that is? The tenderness in your words and your touch, how you make me a priority always. The way you look at me and smile, it makes my stomach do a little flip. And that's what I was looking for, right, Mom?
Yes.
Okay. It's the best feeling in the world. And I think about the gift that you've given my dad, who can rest assured that his daughter is the most special girl in the world to exactly one other man. Although I'll acknowledge the fact that there's a 50% chance that I'm going to share that most special girl title starting in October, and I'm okay with that. I already share it with Mona, and Evan has infinite love, right? He just said that. Okay, great. We'll make space, right? Okay, deal. All right, this leads me to my last gift that I want to talk about, the gift of timing. In December 2010, Evan and I had a practical analytical conversation about being together. Nearly 10 years later, with selves found and paths forged and key lessons learned, we had that conversation again. And I do believe if we had started back then, it would have led to the same place: marriage, children, joy. But waiting all those years means we are so much more prepared and better equipped. We are able to avoid situations and circumstances, immaturities and insecurities that could have dulled our relationship that's so precious to me. 10 years later, we have more in common than ever before, and we better understand our creative powers. Years ago, I was inspired by my mentor, Mike Shaw, to write a list of all the things I want for my life. He had done the same, writing a list on an index card he kept in his wallet. He felt that this was a powerful exercise because after a number of decades, he proudly crossed everything off his list. I would suggest that you do the same. On the back of an envelope that I used as a bookmark, so I could read it every night before bed, I wrote this abstract concept of marry a wonderful man. And today, having lived my way into the answer, I checked that box. Today, I marry a man who's not only wonderful, but capable, inquisitive, wise. He is tender and sweet, and way more handsome than I needed. Thank you, universe. He hates it when I say that, but it's true. You're way more handsome than I needed. And that musical talent's just an unexpected bonus. I can't believe it's you, Evan. I can't believe it's you standing in front of me right now listening to me ramble about you. If you had told me that Superphonicos would be playing at my wedding, I would have said, that makes sense. I know somebody in the band. If you had told me I would be getting married at Casa, I would say, wow, I found someone else who actually agreed to get married at Casa. And if you told me I'd be marrying Evan Hegarty, I'm sure I would have smiled, a surprised, twinkly-eyed smile. You are my gift from the universe, Evan. You, standing here in front of me today, my greatest testament to the perfection of the plans and timing of the universe. I waited for you, learning to be patient, learning to be myself, learning to trust the timing, and it was all worth the wait. And speaking of gifts with their own special timing, there is a sequel. And yeah, it was a surprise, but how can we do anything other than trust the timing and trust the plan, right? I have learned that the universe waits until we're ready, and I know we're ready for this. This little one chose us to be his or her parents. I know it in my core. Thank you, little one. Thank you, universe. I look at where I'm at, my family, my friends, my job, my city, my community, the man standing in front of me, the little bump from our most precious gift. I have everything. The universe has been so generous to me, and all I can say is, I bet you can guess. Do you want to say it with me?
Yes.
Thank you, universe.
I think we should all breathe in and breathe out just a little bit. That was so remarkable. Oh. Yeah, let's breathe.
Had a lot to say. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, what a gift. Okay, it's time for the ring exchange.
I think I'll take it.
Your wedding rings are the outward and visible sign of the inward and invisible bond which already unites your two hearts in love. Evan, please place this ring on Jessica's finger and repeat after me. Jessica, I give you this ring as a symbol of our commitment.
Jessica, I give you this ring as a symbol of our commitment.
And pledge my love and faithfulness to you.
And pledge my love and faithfulness to you.
Today, tomorrow, and always.
Today, tomorrow, and always.
Jessica, in accepting this ring, do you take Evan to be your husband?
I do.
Jessica, please place this ring on Evan's finger and repeat after me. Evan, I give you this ring as a symbol of our commitment.
Evan, I give you this ring as a symbol of our commitment.
And pledge my love and faithfulness to you.
And pledge my love and faithfulness to you.
Today, tomorrow, and always.
Today, tomorrow, and always.
Evan, in accepting this ring, do you take Jessica to be your wife?
I do.
Evan, Jess, may the wedding rings you exchange today remind you always that you are surrounded by enduring love. Jessica and Evan, today, in the presence of God and your family, friends, and community, you have spoken the words and performed the rites which unite your lives. Now that you have confirmed your love and vows, stay close and cling tenderly, yet tightly, as you continue your journey through this world. Yep, it's here.
You got it.
Let's just see here.
Oh, yeah. I'll use your on that page in a sec. And out of order.
I'm just seeing here.
Oh, yeah, not yet.
Out of order.
That's okay. I'm going to do it. So I have my vows for Evan.
Go to the vow page for me.
Evan, it is with wonder and joy that I take you to be my cherished husband, to join with you and to share with you all that is to come, to give and to receive, to speak and to listen, to inspire and to encourage, to support and respond, and to be patient, to work by your side and dream in your arms, to co-create a life in partnership with you, to nurture, motivate, and support you, our child, and any children we have in the future, to continue finding the delight we have discovered in each other's company. In all our life together, I promise to be loyal, to cherish you mind, body, and spirit, and to see you always through the eyes of love. I hold you tenderly in my heart and entrust my heart to you on this day and for all the days to be.
Can you turn to the page that says Evan's vows? I need my vow.
Do you have okay.
It's in there. It
Yep.
says Evan's
Their
vow.
card.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
I got it right here.
All right.
Sorry.
Jessica, it is with joy and gratitude that I take you to be my cherished wife, to join with you and to share all that is to come, to give and to receive, to speak and to listen, to inspire and to encourage, to support and to respond, and to show you love every day, to work by your side and dream in your arms, to design and build our future, to protect, provide, and comfort you, our child, and any children we have in the future. Continue finding the delight we have discovered in each other's company. In our life together, I promise to be loyal, to cherish you, mind, body, and spirit, and to see you always through the eyes of love. You're my best friend and my greatest love. May you feel deeply loved, for indeed you are, on this day and for all days. Oops.
Jess and Evan, go forward in life together, seeking an even richer, deepening relationship. Keep trusting one another and being gentle with your feelings. Keep cherishing your dreams and share your joys and pains. Let the times you fall short be few and be forgiven. And let the times you surpass your needs and hopes be many. Continue to believe in each other. Desire not to seek to change or possess, but only to know each other honestly and completely. Respect your individuality and the things that make you each unique, but likewise honor your togetherness and the things that make you one. Care for each other truly and deeply, putting your commitment to one another above all else. May all the beautiful gifts that come from a long, loving marriage bring boundless happiness to you both. With the blessings of everyone who is present here today, and by the power vested in me by the state of Texas, I now pronounce you husband and wife. In celebration, in celebration of your love and commitment to one another, you may now kiss the bride. There's the chime.
Oh my gosh. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. All right.
So I believe now
Signed, sealed,
everybody can start to
Yep.
get some dinner. Yes.
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 Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
I thought